Hello guys, in today's video we'll be looking at the Chevening Scholarship, and this Chevening Scholarship is a scholarship that allows you to come do your masters in the UK. It's actually a 1 year master's program and it covers all your expenses plus a stipend. So in today's video we'll be looking at the eligibility criteria. We'll be checking out the universities that are eligible for the Chevening Scholarship and how to pick a course, and then finally we'll be filling the Chevening Scholarship form. So this is the reason why you should stick till the end of this video. So we will be checking out the eligibility criteria first, and for the eligibility criteria we have the following: that you must be a citizen of Chevening eligible country or territory. So to check that, you click on this link here, and the link will bring you to so many countries. Like, we have loads of countries here. So you check for your own country and see if your country is in the list. If applying for an award from an ODA eligible country, the ODA means Official Development Assistance Country. Be a resident in an ODA eligible country. If you live in a European overseas territory, you may apply through the relevant Chevening Award Scheme. You must commit to returning to your home country for at least 2 years after your scholarship ends, and you must have at least 2 years work experience acquired after completing your undergraduate degree, equivalent to 2,800 hours. You must hold an undergraduate degree that qualifies you for a UK master's program, and you must have finished your undergraduate studies at least 2 years before our application deadline, even if you have not yet received your certificate. However, you will need to have your certificate by the time of your interview. Apply to 3 different and eligible UK courses. You must have received an unconditional offer from at least one of these course choices by the deadline listed on the application timeline. So let's check out the application deadline and timeline. So this is what the application deadline looks like. The application started since 4th of August, and by mid October to January 2027, the application will be sifted against eligibility criteria. And then around mid February 2027, applicants will be shortlisted for interviews, and by July, the results will be out. June, July, the results will be out, and studies will start or resume September, October of 2027. So the next thing we'll be looking at here is the UK university courses. Um, from here, with what we've checked now, this application that is currently open will be closing October this year. So you have from now till October to apply to 3 different eligible UK university courses. So there are so many universities in the UK, but not all of them are eligible or are part of the Chevening program. So when you click on this link here, you'll be able to see you'll be brought to this interface, and from here you will click here to see Chevening course finders, where you'll be able to find a course or courses that are eligible for the Chevening scholarship. So I will not be doing that in details. So if you need assistance on choosing the courses and doing most of this heavy lifting, you can reach out to me. So after the UK university courses, we've seen the application timeline. The next thing we'll be looking at now is how to apply for this scholarship. That's the next thing we'll be looking at. Yeah. So to apply for the Chevening scholarship, I'll be sharing this link. You just come here, you click on this apply here. When you click on apply, you'll be asked to choose or find your country. So we have so many countries here that can apply. You select your country. For me, I'll be choosing Nigeria because you will need to be a citizen of that country before you can apply. So you have select the award. You have scholarship and fellow. Please, you're going for scholarship, and then you click on the search button, and you'll be brought to this interface. So we're just trying to remind you that the application is open until 6th of October. So in this 6th of October, before the 6th of October, you should have applied to a university in the UK, gotten an unconditional offer, and then you can now apply for this Chevening scholarship. So you click on apply today, and you'll be brought to this interface. So you still choose your country again. And we have Chevening Oxford Center for Islamic Studies, the Chevening Scholarship. It's a 1 year master's program. So we're going for Chevening Scholarship. You confirm your country, click on continue, and then you will come here to insert your primary email and phone number, and then insert your primary email, your phone number, and your recovery email. Then you click on I agree with all. I agree that I've read and understood the terms and the conditions. So I'm trying to find Nigeria. Okay. So okay, so you check out everything you filled up and click on confirm and continue. An email has been sent to the primary email address that you submitted in the previous step. So you click on this application portal and you're brought to this new interface where you fill up the eligibility requirement. This is the first step where they'll check whether you are actually eligible for this scholarship. So are you a citizen of Nigeria? That's because I chose Nigeria, yes. Will you return to Nigeria after your award has ended for a minimum period of 2 years? Yes. Do you hold a recognized undergraduate degree that will be accepted for entry onto a postgraduate program at the UK university? Yes. This is typically equivalent to an upper second class honors degree in the UK. Did you complete your undergraduate degree before the end of October 2024? Yes. Since completing your undergraduate degree, have you accrued the minimum required work experience hours for your selected awards? So remember, part of the eligibility criteria is that you must have worked for 2 years, which is equivalent to 2,800 hours. So I'll click yes. Are you at least 18 years of age? Yes. Are you applying to fund a course of study in the UK starting in autumn term 2027? So I'll click on continue on here. Are you a British citizen? No. Are you currently residing in the United Kingdom, England, Scotland, Wales, or Northern Ireland? No. Do you aspire to be, or are you ready? Are you already a leader, decision maker, opinion former in your country? Yes. Have you ever studied in the UK with funding from the UK government? For me, it's no. Have you been employed in a permanent, temporary, or internship role since August by the UK government? Have you any of your immediate relatives? So for me, it's no. So this is the first eligibility check before they can send you an email to go ahead with the application. So from the email they sent to me, you have passed the eligibility check. You receive further instructions in your email to continue with your application. Please check your inbox, junk, and spam. Okay, so for the email, hello, good news. The response, I've passed the first eligibility check. So you click on application portal and you'll be brought to this interface. So make a note of your access code. So I want to duplicate this tab. So copy access code to clipboard. You can continue, enter your access code, paste it, and submit. You can now continue to your application. And the second, sixth, and seventh, and the eighth, 1, 2, 3, 4, CBC. So, see the seventh. Good. So here is the application form. Application for Chevening Scholarship 2027 to 2028. Your application has not been submitted. So for the sake of this video, we'll just go through all this application, everything you need to upload or how the form should be filled. So let's just go to the personal details. And from the first personal details, you have your personal details like the name implies. Where you fill in your first name, your middle name, your gender and everything. This is straightforward and it's something you can feel as far as you can read and write. Yeah. Then the next one is the citizenship and travel documents. Do you have valid passports for your country? You must have a passport before you can go ahead with this application. Do you hold dual citizenship? You fill in what it's applicable to you. Do you hold refugee status? No. Do you hold any other form of legal residency? Do you have a valid UK visa or permission to enter or remain in the UK? Now, no. Have you ever been refused a visa for any country? No. Have you been deported? So you just go through, you fill it, then you save and complete, or you save the progress. Then let's go back to the next one where we have your higher education history. So for your higher education history, you must have completed your qualifying undergraduate degree by October 2024 in order to be considered eligible. Well, from what I've noticed, the Chevening Scholarship is really particular about people that has first class and second class upper because they keep stating it out here. So you have to add your education history. You click on this and you add all your education history. You save and complete. Then you go to the next one where you have your work history. So for your work history, tell us about your work history and other experiences. So you add your work history here, the job you've done, your employer, the sector, the employment type, your start date, and everything. Then you give a brief description of the role and your responsibility. And you move to the next one. Like you need to fill up everything. Remember, you need to have shown that you've worked for 2 years, which is an equivalent of 2,800 hours. So it's a criteria that they are really taking serious. So we move to the next one, which is program of study. So tell us about your proposed program of study. All applicants are required to select three eligible UK master's courses as part of your application. So like we said before now, not all UK Masters program are eligible for Chevening Scholarship. I showed you how to go about that, but if you need support with regards to choosing your course and filling this, you can reach out to me. And then you can also come here. You have consult the course finders on Chevening website for the full list of eligible programs. So you can as well click here to find the course that you are interested in. So you choose your course, you fill in the first choice, the second choice, the third choice, and then you save and complete. Then we move to the next one, and the next one here is your referees. So for this referees, you add your first, your second referees, and then applicants are not required to upload reference letters as part of the application. Note, once you submit your application, you will no longer be able to make amendments to your referee. So here, you do not require your referee to send you any reference letter. You just fill in your referee contact details. Just notify them that you're using them as your referee for this application, so they'll be aware. And then you fill in the contact details. So the next thing you are gonna fill here are the supporting statements. So this is where the work is. So in this supporting statement, you'll do a lot of writing. This is part of what they use in grading you to know whether you qualify for this scholarship or not. So the good thing here is that they've already listed out the things they want you to talk about for each of the supporting statements of each of the essay you'll be writing with regards to the scholarship. So all the answers must be written in English. Applicants must not repeat answers. Use examples to support your answers. So the first one here is to describe a time when you demonstrated leadership in your answer. Please address the following. What was the context or challenge you faced? What specific action did you take as a leader? What was the outcome and what did you learn? So your answer must be more than 100 words and it must not exceed 300 words. So you just fill it up and you go to the next one. Tell us about the professional relationship network you've built and maintained in your workspace. So you just check out everything here. You fill it and save and complete. Then let's go to the next one. We have equal opportunities. For these equal opportunities, Chevening is an equal opportunity scholarship program aimed to attract. So you choose your country here, you choose your state, your region of birth. Do you consider yourself as a disabled person? Like you fill this up. It's actually straightforward and it is something every and anyone can fill. So when you're done with all these things, you click on submit application. And that is all you need to do to submit your Chevening scholarship application. And this application is quite competitive, so I'll advise you to really take this supporting statement very serious because that is the major that is what they will really use to grade you. Yeah, apart from the fact that the scholarship is, as stated, is open for, let's say, first class and 2-1 students. The next thing they'll be using to screen lots of students is this supporting statement. And like I always say, it's good you read the objective, the purpose of this scholarship before you go ahead with your application so that you will know where to channel your supporting statements to, even though there are things they want you to talk about, but it's also good you know the purpose of the scholarship, the reason, the aim they want to achieve by giving you this scholarship. So if you've been with me till this point of the video, I want to say thank you very much for sticking. But I also want to encourage you to try out this scholarship or any other scholarship you feel like you are more qualified for. And if you need any service to support you in your application, kindly reach out to me and I'll be happy to help. So I wish you all the best in your application. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, kindly do that. Share this video to someone that will need this video. Bye. See you in my next video.